Good morning.
G-O-O-D-M-O-R-N-I-N-G. Good morning. Good morning. G-O-O-D-M-O-R-N-I-N-G. Good morning. 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 Good morning.
Buenos dias, buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos dias.
Menno giggy zap, menno giggy zap, menno giggy zap. Nice on, nice on.
Nice on, nice on, nice on. Nice on. What up, fam? What up, fam? What up, fam? What up, fam?
What up, fam?
Hi, I'm Miss Prego, or Mikaela Prego, but I am a teacher and my students call me Miss Prego. I teach 4th grade at a school in Boston, Massachusetts, which is about, a 3-hour plane ride away from Minneapolis, Minnesota, so kind of far. And a fun fact about me is that I once jumped out of an airplane to go skydiving, which was very scary. So, speaking of, I guess, sometimes being nervous or scared, I chose to read The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds, and one of the reasons I really like this book is because the illustrator, and he's also the author, Peter H. Reynolds, has a really cool style of illustrations. He uses watercolors and marker, and anytime I see a book by him, I can tell before even looking at the cover, or I guess before reading his name on it, I can tell it's his because of his unique art style. Oops, I just dropped a sticky note, which I like to put in my books to take notes. So, there are a couple other reasons I like this book, but I'm going to save them till the end so I don't give away any of the story. You might have read this before, so when you're rereading a book, it's cool to try and see if you can learn anything new or discover anything new that you didn't notice the other times you've read it. The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. I'm going to turn this so you can see the pictures better. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. I'll read my sticky note when I finish the page. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." My note says, I feel like Vashti when I'm trying to learn a new chord on the guitar. Have you guys ever felt like Vashti when you just can't do something? I can't hear what you're saying, but I bet they are great examples of frustration. Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. I don't know how Vashti's feeling. Do you? Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. Looks pretty nice up there. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. What do you think's going to happen? I don't know. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow dot, and she discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many colors. My sticky note says, I love the feeling of figuring out something new. Like making a green dot. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. Do you see it? The dot. At the school art show, a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Look at all those dots. And they have her name on it. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw, he said. I bet you can, said Vashti. Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. My sticky note says Vashti seems different than at the start of the story. What do you think? And why do you think she's changing? Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. Show me. The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle. And then she said, anyone have any ideas of what you think she's going to say? Again, can't hear you, but I'm sure you have great ideas. Please sign it. I like to read the little notes at the end, too. This one says, dedicated to Mr. Matson, my 7th grade math teacher, who dared me to make my mark. And this last sticky note has some of the other reasons I like this book. So I think the dot always reminds me to believe in myself and that it's really important to have someone who believes in you. So like Mr. Matson for Peter H. Reynolds. You can think about maybe a teacher or a friend or a coach or a parent or a relative or a stranger who believes in you. That's really important. And I don't think that making dots gets any easier for Vashti. Maybe more practice helps. But the fact that she believes in herself helps her overcome the challenge of making dots and all the things that come with being an artist. So that's why I like the dot, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I would love to hear what you liked, what you didn't like about it, and what other books you're reading.
Freedom School!
Yeah!
Are you hyped? Are you hyped?
Yeah, I'm hyped. Yeah, I'm hyped.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
For who?
What you mean for who?
I'm hyped from Freedom School. Hey, turn up, turn up. Turn up, turn up. Where you book at? Turn up, turn up. Turn up, turn up. Where you book at? Turn down, turn down. Turn down, turn down.
What?